Why can you scroll through social media for 3 hours straight without getting tired? But the moment you sit down to work or study, within 15 minutes your brain starts screaming, "I'm bored." You call it laziness. You call it a lack of discipline. You blame yourself for being weak. But you are wrong. Your problem is not your character. Your problem is chemistry. Your brain has been hacked. You are caught in the dopamine trap. And until you understand how it works, you will stay poor. Because in the modern world, the ability to focus is the #1 skill for making money. Right now, I will explain the neurobiology of your laziness and give you the manual to reset your brain so that working feels better than playing video games. Let's bust a myth. Dopamine is not the pleasure hormone. That is a mistake. Dopamine is the hormone of craving. It is the fuel that drives you to act. In nature, it was simple. You want food, you go hunt. You get a spike of dopamine as a reward for the effort. But the modern world offered you a deal with the devil, cheap dopamine. Social media, adult content, junk food, video games, all of these give you a giant spike of dopamine with zero effort on your part. You swipe a screen, your brain gets a reward. You eat sugar, your brain gets a reward. What happens next? Your brain is not stupid. It always looks for the easiest path to a reward. Why would it spend energy on building a business, learning, or exercising if it can get the same dose of dopamine just by unlocking a phone? Your dopamine baseline rises. Ordinary things, reading a book, working on a project, walking, stop exciting you. They feel gray and boring because they don't give that explosive effect your overstimulated brain is used to. You become a dopamine junkie. If you feel like your focus is shattered and you want to take back control of your life, subscribe to the Motivation and Money channel. We don't just motivate, we give you tools to grow your capital and your personality. Hit that subscribe button right now. To help you understand how serious this is, remember the experiment from 1954. Scientists implanted an electrode into the pleasure center of a rat's brain. There was a lever in the cage. When the rat pressed it, it received a shock of pure pleasure. Do you know what happened? The rat stopped eating. It stopped sleeping. It stopped mating. It just pressed the lever thousands of times an hour until it died of exhaustion. Your smartphone is that lever, and you press it every day, draining your potential. While you consume content, someone else creates it and profits from your attention. You are a battery for someone else's success. How do you escape the trap? You won't like the answer, but it's the only one that works. You need boredom. You need to do a dopamine detox. Your goal is to lower the tolerance of your receptors. Start with 1 day a week. Eliminate sources of cheap dopamine. No social media, no video games, no junk food, no music and headphones. Leave yourself alone with your thoughts. In the first few hours, you will feel withdrawal symptoms. You will be incredibly bored. Your brain will beg you to check notifications, but then magic happens. When the brain has no access to a cheap high, it starts looking for dopamine in hard things. Suddenly, writing a report doesn't seem so boring. A walk in the park starts to bring joy. Ideas start coming on their own. Success is the ability to do boring things for a long time and do them well. Rich people are not the ones who are always motivated. They're the ones who can work even when the dopamine isn't flowing. Reclaim your brain. Make boredom your ally. And remember, while others are scrolling, you are building your empire.